family businesses make up the lion's share of the economies of most of the important countries in the world. Since 2006, family businesses internationally have beaten the global benchmark by about 3.5% per annum. The interesting thing is that it's a relatively untouched area in terms of the research and the analytics that's devoted to this. So since the last 10 years, the Credit Suisse Research Institute has put out a number of reports on family businesses, what motivates them, how they're run, and importantly, how they perform. So the critical part of the Research Institute's family business research is what we call the CS Family 1000. And that is a database of over 1,000 now quoted family businesses around the world. It gives you a very, very good picture as to where economic activity is beginning to pick up. If we look at our Holt valuation framework, we find that family businesses globally have got better revenue growth, they've got better margins and margin growth than other non-family owned companies. They're more strategic, they tend to invest better, tend to think on a longer term horizon, and also they take fewer big risks and seem to avoid really catastrophic downside in terms of the business decisions they make.
This year's study of family and founder-owned companies shows that since the start of 2006, family and founder-owned companies have outperformed their non-family-owned peers by an annual average of close to 400 basis points. In addition, we also know that family-owned companies outperform broader equities in every region and in every sector. Furthermore, we found that the outperformance was greatest for smaller companies. Our analysis also showed that younger family-owned companies generated stronger outperformance than older family-owned companies. Reasons for this may include the fact that smaller companies tend to offer stronger growth, not least as they are more likely located in new and innovative industries. Our report assesses the reasons for the share price outperformance by family-owned companies. It's our view that this relates primarily to a structurally better performance across a range of key financial metrics. These include revenue growth, margins, cash flow returns, and gearing. A better through-cycle financial performance supports better share price performance too, in our view. The reasons why family-owned companies tend to generate better financial returns relates in our view to the fact that they appear to have a longer-term investment focus. This is clearly supported by greater spending on investments and research and development, a stronger growth in assets, and the fact that family-owned companies return less of their cash flow to shareholders via dividends or buybacks, but rather invest this back into their companies. In this report, we assess whether the view held by some that minority shareholders may be at a disadvantage in family-owned companies is correct. Specifically, we compared the share price and financial performance of family-owned companies based on the type of shareholding. We found that companies where the family or founder has a special voting right structure tend to perform in line to better than those where the family has its stake through ordinary shares. Our analysis therefore seems to suggest that minority shareholders are not necessarily worse off when investing in family-owned companies where the family or founder holds special voting rights. We hope you enjoy this year's study on family-owned companies. For further information on this report, please visit the Credit Suisse Research Institute website. Thank you.